Hi everyone, I'm Julie. I wanted to reach out to Floyd's family and the world. I want to send out my condolences. My thoughts and my prayers are deeply with you. I also want to send out my condolences, thoughts, and prayers to the family of the young lady that lost her life a couple months ago after police entered her home, shot her 8 times, looking for a suspect that was already in police custody. Last time I checked, accountability, justice have not been served for that family and her loved ones. Now, unless I haven't been updated correctly, please feel free to educate me and update me. But last time I checked, there's no justice for that family. People of color, I know we're outraged, I know we're hurt, and I know we're angry. But responding to violence with more violence is not the answer. We can't be hypocrites and say stop the violence and turn around and create harm and commit violence. We cannot. I know we're frustrated because this has gone on for some time now, and every time it goes on, there's some minimum justification. The news, the people responsible try to justify or make minimum the situation or want empathy for their actions, their horrific actions. However, we can't keep ignoring this, and we can't keep making it very minimum and dismissing this. One life is not more valuable than the next. All lives matter. All lives matter, whether it's people of color or whether it's police officers. All lives matter. Okay? And I'm saying this because the looting, the violent criminal acts, okay, the violent protests, they're not encouraging change, encouraging awareness. They're not letting Floyd's family and the family of the young lady that her life was lost, they're not letting these families' voices be heard. Their grieving be done. Changes to be made. All you guys are doing is taking attention from these horrific events and drawing all this violent and negative attention onto yourselves. And all you're doing is validating what society already thinks of us as people of color. You're validating the fact that they expect us to respond with violence. They anticipate for us to respond with violence. That's their perception of us because that's all they think of us, and you're validating that. You're proving them right when we should be doing the complete opposite and proving them wrong. I know that this has gone on for a long time now, and it's gone on too long. And anytime we try to bring awareness and some kind of justice, it's very minimum justice. We're dismissed, we're ignored, and it continues. And at least that's how we feel. Like our voices aren't heard and significant changes aren't made. However, we have to not seek attention, seek change, seek awareness solely when a tragedy happens. Right? We have to seek attention, change, right? And change every time until something changes. Until something's done, something significantly is done, not the minimum. We can't get together, rally together, stick together solely when a tragedy occurs. Our voices should be heard loud and clear until things change. And when I say loud and clear, I don't mean by violence. I don't mean by looting. You guys are taking away the attention from this family, being able to grieve, being their voice, having their voices heard, making a significant change to our country by the unfortunate platform that they have accessible to them right now. From your looting, your violent criminal acts, you're taking away that. You're not proving anything. You're not doing anything. You're not creating any change. All you do is create validation. Give them more of a reason to look down on us, to think less of us. Proving them correct. You need to stop. Stop being foolish. Do something with your anger in a positive way. Do something with your outrage in a positive way. You're hurt in a positive way, because responding with more hurt, more anger is not resolving anything. It's not proving anything. It's not encouraging change, awareness. It's not doing any of that. You're hurting our society, our country, even more by your acts. We're all going to be impacted by what you're doing. You're looting in one form or another. Set a better example for yourself. Prove these people wrong for once. If we just stop proving these damn people right all the time, maybe our voices will be heard more. You guys are outraged with the violent acts, yet you're sitting out there not justifying or deflecting, making a point about how changes involved all of us. You're sitting out there committing crimes against yourselves, shooting each other, shooting each other's kids for neighborhoods. It ain't your neighborhood. If all you got to offer is street life, then once again, you're proving them right about what they think so less, or why they think so less of us. If we start opening up our own businesses, educating ourselves, doing something more productive with our time, right? Contributing more positively into society, maybe we would be respected more. Maybe we would be heard more, right? Taken more seriously. But when you have a large portion of people of color in numbers that are committing crimes, that have freaking criminal backgrounds that extend 3 pages, or that they use a grieving family's platform to commit more violent and criminal acts, then you are less. You are less of a person. You are what society already thinks of us. You are proving everyone right, and we are much more than that. You should be much more than that. You should want to be much more than that. You should want to prove them wrong. That's the problem. Everybody's like, oh, screw it. They already think so less of us. It's always easy to just throw in the towel. But anything worth having takes a lot of work. If you want the change, then you need to work towards the change. And it starts within yourself. It starts with each and every one of us. Stop proving these fools right. And I say fools because I know that there is so much more to us, that we have so much more to give, that there is endless possibility with us. We have endless abilities to do anything we really want to set our minds to. But we just give in. We just give up. We fault everyone. We blame everyone. We don't freaking pull ourselves up and do something different. We don't not give up so easily. Conform to our demographics and the neighborhoods and what people think of us, and we conform to all of this. All of this negativity. I had a hard life. I don't use it as an excuse to be violent. I don't use it as a reason to not care, to just give up. I used it as motivation to pull myself up, to want a better life, to do better with myself, for myself, to be a better example and role model to my kids, so my kids can have a better quality of life, so my kids can be better people. And that was hard. It is. But it was worth it. It all starts within ourselves. We all have to work towards making that change. What are we doing? What are we doing besides proving these people right? Making us look less than. What are we doing? Violence is not the answer, right? You guys say it yourself. Then violence is not the answer. You're sick of it, you're tired of it, then stop doing it. You're turning around doing it, you're being a hypocrite. Makes no sense. You're sending mixed messages. It makes no sense. It needs to stop. And for every criminal act one or a group of you are doing, you're making us all look bad. All of us look bad. And I'm tired of being accused, being judged for the ones that choose to be ignorant, that choose to be violent, that choose to continue on their criminal acts or choose to be less of themselves. I'm tired of being looked at as a whole every time you guys are out here doing things that make no sense, that there's no justification for, that it doesn't promote equality, doesn't promote change, awareness. They don't even give these people that we need for them to hear us a reason to hear us. We're not giving them a valuable reason to hear us when you guys are committing crimes, are having violent protests, are looting. You're hurting. Excuse me, because I'm just getting so upset. You're hurting all of us by looting. In the long run, it affects all of us as a country, as a whole. It does affect each and every one of us in one form or another. Don't use this man's platform, this family's tragic platform that they have available right now as a reason to commit your criminal acts, because in all reality, it's a fraud. If this is your justification, then you are a fraud.